He denied free internet for a year for a $1,000 Amazon Prime gift card. Because that's Amazon, baby. The fucking future. The future of online shopping. And he puts out his own rendition of it. This is the... This is the image they show in the video. This is one of the worst images I've ever seen in my entire life. I've never seen... We almost lost him, man. We almost lost Ice Cube. Anyways, you know what I just watched? War of the Worlds 2025. And did take me a little long to get there, yeah. But there's no time like the present. And you know I'm still catching up on all the classics. I just watched Silence of the Lambs. That was a great movie. But you know what's a better movie? Not this one. This one's definitely not better at all. But to spoil, I don't want to spoil too bad for you, but the big question is this movie bad? Oh yeah, this one's a stinker. But did I love it? That's one way to put it. I definitely love making fun of it. That's all I can say. There's a lot of problems with this movie, but I definitely didn't hold back on talking about it on stream. Which, by the way, I'm back. It's been about 3 years, and I'm back streaming, and I had a lot of fun. Only had a couple problems with, you know, certain things, but hey, it's all about troubleshooting. But about an hour into my stream, I decided, let's give that review of this movie or whatever you want to call this. So instead of just repeating myself and talking about everything I talked about on stream, might as well just show you the highlights of that review. So let's get into it. Yeah. I'm talking about War of the Worlds. Hell yeah. And I'm so excited to talk about it too. Yes, that movie. Yep, that one.
Got him. Got him. Woo, hell yeah. Took your ass out, huh? Take your intergalactic asses back home. Back home.
That movie is the worst movie that I loved watching. I loved watching it because it was so bad. It was objectively, not subjectively, objectively, one of the worst movies ever made, and a disgrace to like what it means to making films. And I loved how bad it was. And I loved that. I loved making fun of it. I loved laughing at how dog shit it was. I loved how shameless they were with their Amazon Prime ads. Okay. If you haven't seen War of the Worlds 2025, you've probably heard about it. And if you haven't, you're about to. This movie is a remake of an old Tom Cruise movie. And I think that movie is also a remake of another one, which is a remake of a book. It's about, if I care to learn their names, Ice Cube. He is this government guy that is just an omniscient hacker, bro. And I mean this. If he wants to get into something, he can type it into his command system prompt and he's in. He has this computer system and he just loves spying on people. He just loves, how can we blame him? He just loves spying on people. I mean, don't we all, right? We just love like spying on our own kids and watching them. He's so creepy, bro. He, instead of doing work, he is clocked in at his government job, watching surveillance cameras of his daughter. And when I talk about omniscient, he has access to all the security cameras in every single building he can just switch to. He has access to the ingredients in her coffee that she was made. She goes to pick up a coffee. She goes to pick up this coffee at a coffee shop. It's like 20% sugar, lots of carbohydrates, really bad for you.
You need more protein.
How would he know? He's calling her and he's like, a bagel? Really? Really? He's like the worst father ever. He gives zero personal space. Anyways, he's spying on people. Then the funny thing is, he spies on his son, he's playing a video game. He's like, okay, degenerate, you're playing a game? He logs into his Steam account, deletes his game. And then his son is like, what the f***? Why'd you delete my game? He's like, you need to get a job. And then they love mentioning Amazon every second they can get. He's like, oh yeah, because you're spying on everybody's Amazon carts? He's like, really? That's what you think I do? Really? He loves doing that. Anyways, he's spying on all his children. He's like looking through Facebook or something. He's like calling. You know, the funny thing is, no one in this movie, for one, all of it is a Zoom call. Everything is through the perspective of a Zoom call. So, you know, that's really interesting. And that definitely doesn't get old. Everything is from the perspective of a Zoom call. And he's calling the president and all this stuff. And everybody's names has to let you know what their job title is. They can't just have their name. It's always going to be Sandra NASA is her name. And the funny thing is, when he wants to like figure out where Sandra NASA is, instead of typing in her full name for like this hacking system, he types in where is Sandra NASA, and the hacking system knows exactly who he's talking about. Okay. I guess we just got to suspend our disbelief, I guess. Out of nowhere, he's on call with all these people. It's not a spy movie. It's not a surveillance movie. We need aliens.
This is insane. Jesus.
Out of nowhere. Whoa! Boom! Whoa! Meteors falling from the sky. You know what is shameless? They're showing meteors like hitting things and aliens destroying things, but they're not even making their own footage. They're sourcing real footage with real tragedies. I'm telling you, like, they're showing like forest fires with like burning cars. People are dying in this footage. They're showing like resistances in countries where like people are fighting and there's like people blowing up, and like there's terrorist attacks they're showing footage of. There's actual buildings getting bombed in this. That is real footage. They're using real footage of people dying and putting aliens in it. Talk about shameless. That is disgusting. They're putting aliens in real tragic footage. I would not be surprised if they put 9/11 in there and put an alien and meteors going through it.
All right, that's crazy right there.
I would not be surprised. This is the type of shit they would do in this movie. I mean, they did the other shit. That's not that crazy to think. Anyways, aliens are blowing up everything. And then he sees his son. He's on a phone call with his son, and he's running from the meteors, and out of nowhere, the camera goes off and it looks like his son gets blown up by a meteor. I'm not kidding you. He goes, he did that when his son died.
Oh.
And then there was this random coworker he has named like Shayla. She gets hit by a meteor, and instead of the like he had with his son, he went, Shayla!
Oh my God.
He goes crazy about Shayla. He doesn't have Shayla. This isn't his wife.
Exactly.
So he's just hacking through stuff. His daughter is also getting hit by meteors or whatever. The funny thing is his daughter's husband or fiance, of course, he's an Amazon driver. He has to be. It's an Amazon movie. They got to let you know everything's Amazon. He is like driving through, and his daughter is getting hit by like meteors, and then she gets like hurt by an alien or something, and she's like bleeding. And you know what he does to save her? He looks onto her surveillance cam, sees a Tesla, and then hacks the Tesla. He puts in like, okay, you know what's crazy? He zooms in on the license plate. I'm not even kidding. Maximum of 4 pixels on that license plate, and he's able to see the exact, the hacking system tells him the exact license plate number.
What's that? Now, what the hell is that thing?
There is no world where any camera could see that. So he puts in the license plate number into a hacking system, and he unlocks the car and is able to just drive the Tesla and get his daughter into the Tesla and drive her away while she's being chased by aliens.
Man, that was close. Faith, listen to me. I got you.
Whatever. So he then calls her fiance, and he's like, she's in trouble. You need to go help her now or I'm going to kick your ass. They're about to get married. Of course he's going to help her. Why do you got to like, whatever. Okay. They meet up. His daughter's okay. She meets up with her husband to be, whatever. And then while shit is happening, he figures out that his son is this guy that he's been looking for the entire time. Speaking of, let's talk about that. There's this guy called the Disruptor, and he's like trying to like, he's putting out these videos like, the government is corrupt. They're doing bad things. And you know what the government does? They send an entire SWAT team armed to the brim with guns, ready to kill this fucker. They're ready to just slaughter him for posting YouTube videos saying the government is corrupt. Okay. Anyways, later in the film, Ice Cube figures out that his son is the Disruptor. Whoa. Mind blown. He gets on call with his son after he figures out he's the Disruptor. He's like, it's you! It's you! Yeah, it's me.
How could you, man? How could you?
I'm not even kidding. I started crying. That shit hit me. It was him the whole time. Tears, bro. Tears. Anyways, then his son shows him footage of Agent Coulson. I'm just going to call him Agent Coulson.
I'm Agent Phil Coulson with the Strategic Homeland Intervention Enforcement and Logistics Division.
That's quite a mouthful.
He shows him footage of Agent Coulson, and it shows that he knew the aliens were coming the whole time. Holy twist. Ice Cube is like, you've been right this whole time. Even though every time his son tried to show him something, he would be like, shut the fuck up, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear anything. There's too much important stuff. He'd be like, no, this is super important. I got to tell you, like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Don't worry about it. There's people dying. It's like, okay, just listen to your, okay, whatever. So they get on a three-way call with Roderick from Diary of a Wimpy Kid, which is his son-in-law, I guess, and then his son. And they're like, wait, your Ice Cube, your daughter, and my sister, she's been working on this virus that attacks cells. And wait, we're also on call with Sandra NASA. Sandra NASA. And she figured out that these aliens, their technological code is similar to DNA. And they're eating data.
Why is it blood inside of a computer
They're
chip?
a hybrid organism.
They're eating our data. So as they're eating their data, everything's shutting down. They lose access to like all the internet. Everything goes out of whack. Planes are for some reason this plane goes to take off as the data is dying and then immediately crashes. Like, why are we still taking off? Why are we still taking off? Not only because the data, why are we taking off when aliens are hitting the earth? I think every flight would be canceled. And for some reason they forget that all the data got deleted, because like 10 minutes later, oh, data's back and they're on call with each other and they're talking. And they're like, hey, we need to get this thumb drive full of that virus that attacks human cells and plug it into the aliens. I'm like, whoa, why didn't I think of that? And they were like, okay, so you got a thumb drive, right, Ice Cube? This might even be true, but the way he said it sounds so comical. He was like, boy, this is a top secret military installation. They don't let thumb drives into the building. The way he said it was so funny. I was like, duh, obviously. Oh my God, why didn't I think of that? Another thing is, he goes to try to like save his daughter or whatever. He like, finally we can get something other than a Zoom call. He goes to the door's locked. He's like, never mind. And then he goes back to his computer and that was it. But then he goes like down to another floor. After he escapes, he unlocks the door. Oh, that door's locked too. So he just changes locations and he's back on his computer. What was the point of that?
Lockdown.
Anyways, so they're like, okay, have you ever heard of Amazon Prime Air? So Roderick is like, because he's an Amazon worker, he's like, we can get this thumb drive and send it to you, to that top secret military installation that doesn't let thumb drives into the building. We can send this to you if we get this thumb drive to you with Amazon Prime Air. And if, of course, he's like, well, I can't fly this drone unless you place an order directly through Amazon. Oh, dude, if you don't buy Amazon, the world's gonna end. I'm sorry to tell you, this is real life. I'm not joking with you. If you don't buy something on Amazon right now, The world is fucked. Everybody's gonna die. You're cooked. Amazon is the future. Do they say that? I feel like they do say that. So he starts flying this drone, and for some reason these aliens are shooting down jets going like hyper speed practically with laser accuracy, just shooting jets out of the fucking sky. And when Roderick is flying this drone, they have stormtrooper aim. They can't hit shit for the life of them. They're missing everything. The drone is doing flips. It's doing backflips. You know why? Because that's Amazon Prime Air technology for you. That's Amazon. By the way, order through Amazon, by the way. And I'm not sponsored by Amazon. But you should order through Amazon if you want to save the world. So he's doing these flips, and out of nowhere, no! The Prime drone air falls. And it lands next to a homeless guy. This is so shameless. So the homeless guy is there taking shelter from the aliens. And they're like, wait, send him a text. Ask him to flip over the drone. Everyone has a phone. Of course, the homeless guy has a phone because it's convenient for the plot. And he calls, or he texts this guy, and he's like, hey, can you flip this drone for me? He's like, no way, man. I'm going to get shot. And then they're like, okay, we're going to send you like, something. They give him a offer that's like really crazy. Thank you for the follow, Thorngapuk. They send him a follow, or they don't send him a follow. They send him a text for another offer, and he's like, still no, that's crazy. You want me to die? You know what they do? They're like, okay, we're gonna send you a $1,000 Amazon Prime gift card. He immediately gets up. He's like, that's enough. That's enough for me. Amazon? Yeah. Goes over, flips the drone. It was free internet for a year. Thank you for reminding me. He denied free internet for a year for a $1,000 Amazon Prime gift card. Because that's Amazon, baby. The fucking future. The future of online shopping. The future of saving the world. If aliens attack, bet your ass Amazon Prime Air is going to save the day. He flips over the drone. Day is saved because the homeless guy was offered $1,000 for Amazon Prime. So they fly this into the thing. Okay, anyways, Ice Cube hacks into this, like, this might happen earlier, I don't remember, but Ice Cube wants to get in a Zoom call with the president because he joins Disruptor. Oh my god, I gotta show you this fucking image. Oh my god. So Ice Cube, to join the president's Zoom call, he can't join the call, so he types into his computer system talking about how omniscient his hacking system is. He types in it, make me a skeleton key or like something, make me a key to get into any Zoom call. It makes him a key, and he just puts that code in. He's able to join the president's call, and then he listens on them like talking about plans and how they're gonna blow up the building that he's in. No, they're gonna blow him up. Oh my god. So they gotta hurry. They gotta get this thing to him fast so we can kill the aliens with the thumb drive. Amazon Prime gets there. They get the thumb drive to him. He's running down to like the systems where they're trying to eat the data. Oh, you know what? Let me get to the disruptor thing real quick. As he joins the call, or like before he joins the call, he puts out a video just like his son was, where he was disruptor talking about the government being corrupt, and he puts out his own rendition of it. This is the this is the fucking image they show in the video. This is one of the worst images I've ever seen in my entire life. They put this shit in the fucking video, join the rebellion, with his face cropped out. Let me wait. Phil Coulson, what is his name? I don't know. Yeah, he's in this movie, by the way. I can't find it specifically, but they show him like in a board, like a leaked image of him, and they show him in a board of people when he was like showing that he knew about the aliens. They show him there with the worst edit I've seen, like the face duplication edit over on top of someone else's face, and it was so jarring. The CGI in this is god awful.
Holy shit, no wonder he wanted to catch the disruptor.
But then they show this in the video. That shit had me fucking dying of laughter. This shit was so funny. Anyways, they get the thumb drive to the place. The aliens are getting closer. He's like getting in the data center. He's got the thumb drive. He's getting tackled by these like crazy aliens. He sticks the thumb drive in. He says, I don't remember what he says. He says Goliath is the like the program that was like where all the data was in, where all this was in. He says, "All right, Goliath, it's dinner time." Plugs it in. He's getting attacked by aliens. Fades to black. When I tell you, I was on the edge of my seat, almost in tears, man. I've never seen. We almost lost him, man. We almost lost Ice Cube. Anyways, it cuts to like a montage of all this stuff happening. Ice Cube is okay. Yes! Ice Cube is okay. He saves the world. Not him. Not just him. Amazon. Amazon saves the world. We see all these people happy. Funny thing is, before he thought he was going to die, he wrote an email to his daughter and son where it was talking about like how he wasn't a great father and how he wishes he did more than him. And he was like, he wanted to show proof of how much he loved them. At the bottom of the message, he posted pictures where he was spying on them and they didn't know. Like random pictures where he was on camera spying of them, like behind their backs, and put them at the bottom of that. Like that was something wholesome.
Protecting my kids was the most important part of my life.
Hey, Pops.
Pops, I'm not your daddy, man. You need more protein.
That's creepy as shit. Why would I be happy to see my dad posting that? There was this like hacker program. There was this like this group of hackers that were working with Disruptor, and they were on call together, and all of them were getting like killed by the aliens. They were all destroying them. And that, I'm not even kidding, seeing them blow up, it was just like random guys on Zoom call like looking out, and then they would just blow up.
Hey, get out of there!
Oh my god, that shit makes me laugh every time I watch it. Oh my god. But anyways, that movie is atrocious. It's a disgrace to what like cinema is meant to be. And I gotta be real, I love how bad this is. I can make fun of this movie for hours. I can make fun of this movie all night. It is so good. It is so good how bad it is. It is so good how dog this movie is. And will I watch it again? Who knows? Who knows? Because I kind of want to show it to people, as many people as possible. Yeah. If you want a really dog shit movie to laugh at, go for it. If you already have Prime, if you don't have Prime, don't worry about it. It's really bad. But that is like the only half star I've ever rated. And I gotta be real, that made me want to watch more really bad movies. It made me want to watch, I might even watch Madam Web soon. I might watch Kraven the Hunter. I might watch Morbius. I think those are really, I really want to talk about how bad they are, because I can already tell they're going to be bad. They've got terrible reviews. And who knows, I might enjoy them. Who knows? We can only know when we get there.